Hey guys, got some good news for today. The machine, the beast, the one and only, it's back. Drove out to Oakville to pick it up the other day, sitting outside, and for the first time in 2 days I see a little bit of sun coming in and out. So I figured, you know what? With all this self-isolation, I could use some fresh air. Why don't I go outside and show you guys some of the work that was done and what's still to come. Yeah, it was a long-ass winter. I did take it out for 20 minutes yesterday just to see how everything was, make sure everything was working good, so when I'm ready to start using it all the time, there's no issues. Started right up right away, did all the work, and we're back. Back in action. Looks a little longer, doesn't it? Yep. Let's see. Looks like we might have some sun, some rain, who knows. Let's see what happens. We set the camera here for a minute. Let's go and wrap this thing. Alright guys, so here it is all opened up. Looking good. Missed her. Man, is she long. And she's long because we added the FishPro back deck, which gives me the second set of link attachments, which is really good for our trips. And if when I'm not on a trip and I have a second person, it gives them a little extra room to fish back there. The other big thing I did this year, because it drove me nuts last year, was I installed this fancy little switch here, toggle switch. And the reason I did that is, you could probably tell in a lot of my videos, as long as the machine has power, that bilge pump runs non-stop. It's the way it comes from the dealership. So I've installed a little toggle switch so I'm sitting in a nice quiet spot. I don't need to worry about it, and realistically I don't want to listen to it. But yeah, other than that, we just did a bunch of the cleanup work, the maintenance work. Everything's good. I'm gonna pop the seats off, check underneath, make sure everything's still dry from the quick run the other day. I want to change a few settings on the Garmin, get it ready. I don't think I'm going to spend another 200 bucks to upgrade the maps again. I bought them last year, so good enough. And yeah, one of the other things is, I know the seat does not match whatsoever. It's the FishPro seat instead of the GTX, but I didn't want to lose any more time with it this year. So what I did is I decided to leave it as is. Now I'll either rewrap them in the off season, or it's probably what I'll do. But I have been asked a few questions about mixing and matching with the GTX seat, so maybe I'll spend a minute, swap them around, and show you guys how it looks. And then the only other thing I haven't figured out yet, which I really want to do, is I want to install the ram mount. Now if you guys saw Forrest's page, he found a really good way to install it on the handlebar, but I'm a bit spoiled and I don't want it in my way. So what I did is I bought this one little adapter that makes it about, I guess, the size of a bike handlebar, so I could clip the ram mount right onto it. Now I just need to determine where the heck I want to install this thing. So yeah, let me go grab the seats, swap them out, and I'll check back in a sec, okay? Alright guys, so I got the front FishPro and the rear GTX, and I would never in my life ever try to run it like that. I think that middle seat would be uncomfortable. Doesn't look good. Don't like it. Let me swap them around and see how it looks. Alright, so now we got the front GTX and the rear of the FishPro, and I would never run like that either. So my only options is run full GTX, which is not really complementing fishing on this thing. But here, since it's only the back piece, let me slap it on and we'll see how it looks. Alright, so that's the full GTX seat. Does look nice when the colors match. But for me to slide quickly back, grab the rods or anything, this is kind of a pain in the butt. Now, I have seen yesterday, I was sent a picture of the foam being removed here, flattened out, and that does look pretty good. I couldn't lie. It'd be obviously nicer if it was one solid piece here, but it didn't look bad. And then you would still have some support here when you're running, but I think I'm going to stick to the plan. Keep the FishPro seat on, and then over the winter match up the colors. But yeah, let me put the FishPro seat on and we'll check back in. Alright guys, so we have this FishPro seat back on. As you see, it still gives me that bit of support there, but it allows me to quickly scoot up, spin around. So we'll just leave this seat on and we'll rewrap it in the winter. The one thing I still need to do, but my driver's skipping and I don't want to mess up, is I want to get in there, check the transducer cup, make sure it's good, full, and make sure I didn't take on any water when I was out there the last time. But let me jump on and we'll do the ram mount. So figured out what we're gonna do with the ram mount, and we've mounted it. So whoops, that's basically what we have now. We have our whole fish finder, everything, and right above it we have this. That ain't ever going anywhere. And that's gonna be pretty cool. Just like that, set up, good to go. Now the one thing is that I still have to do, I'll show you guys how I mounted this. Well, I drilled the 2 holes. This goes for the bicycle pole. So I drilled the 2 holes through the cover low enough that it clears the quick release for the Garmin. But because I don't have the bike pole in there, the under bracket closes more and it gives me a lot more of the bolt sticking out. So that actually is touching here and preventing me from locking this pulley fully down. So I'm going to get my cutting discs, snip these off a bit, then I can set this nice and securely, and it'll never be an issue again. We're rolling. Yeah, buddy. That's going to be awesome. Let me wrap this up for real now, and we'll check in soon. Don't start working on other stuff. Don't start working on other stuff. Don't start working on other stuff. Alright guys, so we're back inside. Sea-Doo's all wrapped up, ready to go for the second bout of rain and everything else that's gonna come. But yeah, that's some of the work we did so far. There's more to go. Some of it I'll probably get done throughout the season. Other stuff is gonna be on hold for the next off season. Let's see, we have front rod holders I still want to do. That could be any time. I still need to go buy a FishPro cover because my cover doesn't fit anymore. That'll be ASAP. Yeah, it's a work in progress. Next is going to be in the off season, the seat, rewrap it so it matches. And also depends on what I do with the actual unit, whether I wrap the whole unit. Thinking about it, we'll see. They do look cool when they're wrapped. And then the seat will obviously have to match the wrap to some degree. So yeah, but that's it for now. That's currently where we sit with the unit. Can't wait to get out there. Unfortunately, we all know we're stuck at home right now, self-isolating, can't get out there. But we got to do good. We got to put this thing behind us and start our summer. So yeah, stay safe out there. If you're bored, watch some of my videos. And hopefully we'll see you soon out there on the water on a real adventure. Peace.